You know, the Leafs won. Are you going to keep the Blue Jays jersey on? Well, I figure I should keep it, actually, because apparently the Leafs are trading Phil Kessel. I'm just kidding. That's stupid. And then, yeah, please do. What a great goal. Dude. Crazy throwing waffles. Woo. Who are you? Optimus Prime. You know it's a slow news week when Leafs win! Haven't said that and I'm not sure how long. 3-1 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Leafs open up the scoring, that's also pretty weird. John Michael Lyles on the power play, his 4th power play goal of the season, 6th actual goal of the season, 1-0 Leafs. About him, by the way. Now this is unfair because the whole team hasn't played well, but John Michael Lyles has not played well since coming back from injury. He's a +3 over his last 2 games, but before the game against Florida, from February 1st onwards, Lyles was a -12. And plus-minus can be a pretty bogus stat, but it does show a bit of a deficiency in his even strength game. 6 goals in the season, that's good, but only 2 at even strength for an offensive defenseman. Not to mention the -7 on the season and -12 over that month-and-a-half span I talked about. As unflattering as those numbers are, I will still take him over Caberlet. Caberlet does have 6 more points so far this season, but he's also played 15 more games than Lyles. Second period, Joey Crabb gets his 9th of the season, and oh my goodness, the Leafs have a multi-goal lead. Or any lead for that matter. Joey Crabb was having a pretty decent season offensively, all things considered. I mean, he is an AHL recall, but didn't score a goal between now and January 19th. That's bad. And then Jake Gardiner. Mwah. It ended up being PJ's shot of the game. I'll put a link to that in the underbar. Sick. And who else noticed that it was basically an NHL 12 goal? Bumper off the boards, lift the stick. Speed burst, 2 drinks, neighbor! Yeah! Yeah, that's right. Eat it, 12-year-old. Cut the lead to 9-1. I'm coming for you. I'm pretty good. And the Leafs enter the 3rd period with a 3-0 lead. What? And I found that I was thinking to myself, great, all right. How are they going to screw this up? And weird, they didn't. Well, okay, they won. They screwed it up a little bit. Given his struggles and the team's struggles of late, a shutout would have meant the world to James Reimer. And then Martin St. Louis with about 30 seconds left. You jerk. How could you do that to James on his birthday? What'd you get for your birthday, James? Crushed dreams! Still, even though not too many of them were overly testing, Reimer made 34 saves on 35 shots. Good performance, plus he got the win, so you gotta think he's playing the next game as well. Now some Leaf stuff that doesn't have to do with this particular game. I've been asked a lot about the Phil Kessel, should they trade him stuff. I'm not taking the bait on that, and I certainly hope you don't, because even if they were to trade him, if they had a trade in mind today, they couldn't do it for months. Like people were ripping on broadcasters for talking about Sochi 2014 during the trade deadline. This is pretty much the same thing, you know. What I would maybe look for, and some teams have already started this, look for the Leafs to maybe make a signing sometime soon. Because you can do entry-level deals for prospects, maybe a free agent and major junior, or a college free agent, or maybe a European Marco Wuja type. Haven't really heard anything on that front with regards to the Leafs, but they're always in the mix, and Brian Burke seems to like that sort of thing. Not to mention the Leafs have some unsigned prospects that may end up going back into the draft one day. So in the comment box down below, if you've been scouring the message boards hearing anything about those type of free agents, I would love to hear about that instead of any other ridiculous fantasy crazy trade. Just saying. SteveDangle.com poll before I let you go. I think you're going to like this one. The Leafs have Jonas Gustafsson and James Reimer. Will either be on the Leafs next year, or neither, or just one, in which case, which one? A guy could get traded, one could just be released to free agency, who knows? So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to me on YouTube and click the like button because it's delicious. I don't know why I said delicious. Follow me on Twitter, like my page on Facebook, and continue to be awesome. Hey look, I made a video over a minute long.